game that we're going to work on today is a disengagement game. So can your dogs disengage from the equipment when you're asking for something else? This can be a really tricky one for a lot of dogs because how many people have gone to set up their conditioning equipment only to find their dog jumping all over them, all over the place? They can't focus, the dog just wants to do the things, and you're trying to get them off and you're trying to set up your equipment. It becomes really frustrating. We don't want that, right? That is not a good way to set up a training session, because what happens if they're not listening to you off the bat and they're not in that right mindset, my guess is your precision work and your ability to find balance and get their front feet even and hind feet even, let me tell you, it's not going to go well. We always want to start off a session with the right frame of mind and with good focus. So for this exercise, they're just going to start on a cot. So you might set up a piece of equipment. It really doesn't matter what you put down, okay? Balance foam, padded camo, really anything that you know your dog likes to do, okay? So it starts there. We're going to have the dog come off the bed and engage with us. We might ask them for a sit. We might ask for a tugging session. We might ask for a down. What I want to see is, will my dog gravitate to the equipment, or do they want to gravitate towards me? What do they have more value in? A lot of these dogs, when they come down, I mean, I get this all the time. People are like, my dogs just scream. They go down to the basement and they're crying and they're so excited because they're just about to get their workouts in. I get it. The dogs love it. However, I never want to start my session off with the dog just clinging to the equipment, because that is not going to set your session up for success. So, number one question you have to ask yourself is your dog focused or are they not focused? Now, if they're not focused, it's going to come down to, okay, why are they not focused? Generally, it's because of the value they have for the conditioning equipment that's down, okay? So we have to then ask ourselves another question. Can we disengage them from the equipment or can we not? And what we want to do is work on disengagement from this, because once we can disengage them from this, then I know that that focus comes back up. Then we can work on their energy going into the actual session. But until they're focused and they're engaged with us, we really shouldn't be starting a canine conditioning session, because I'm telling you, it's just not going to go well, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to have Shades come off his bed, and we're just going to get into a bit of a tug game, okay? And I'm going to start a little further back, and then I'm going to start getting closer and closer. And what I want to see is that as we're tugging close, does he choose to continue to tug with me, having a lot of value for me, or does he say, you know what, I think I'd rather go put my feet on this, okay? So let's see how this goes. Ready? Yeah, good boy. Good boy. So Shades loves to tug. This is one of his favorite games that he likes to do. But sometimes he will disengage from his tug because he wants to go put his feet on this canine bone. Now, right now, I'm seeing really good engagement with me. He just wants to play with me. He could care less. We could be tugging all around here. We could be going super close to it. He doesn't care right now. He just wants to do the tugging game. Now, if you're doing this with your dog and you find that they're not engaged with you and they keep trying to put feet up here, good boy. So if you're tugging, and the dog wants to put their feet up there, what you're going to do is you're just going to move away. You're going to move further. Get more distance between you and what they want to do, okay? Then from here, what I'm probably going to ask now, because he did this really well, is I'm going to ask him to put his front feet on it. Break. Good. Pause that. Good boy. And it doesn't really matter what you ask him to do here. I might just get him to just turn a little bit and sidestep. Good boy. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to toss a cookie away. Get it? Shades. Good. Can you left? Oh, he went back to the equipment. Let's come this way. Good boy. So there he chose to go to the equipment versus come to me. And that's okay. I'm just going to move away a little bit. Can we left? Oh, no, not on your bed. Whenever he's close to his bed, he wants to go back onto it. Right. Good boy. Good. Here. Good. I'm going to see, can he walk around me? Good boy. And not want to cut me off and go to the equipment. Good. So I'm just paying into his bank here. I'm just giving him lots of treats for wanting to hang out with me instead of choosing the equipment. So now we're going to see, can he go on the inside? Good boy. Well done. Good dog. Such a good boy. So he has lots of value to hang out with me right now versus the equipment. So this is a bit of a demo fail. Oh, he's sniffing out food here. Because he's not really wanting to go to the equipment, which is exactly, oh, good boy, come back here. Good boy. So there he wanted to go back to the equipment again. Pause up. Yes, good boy. So I'm just going to work him close to the equipment. And does he put more value into me? Good, he thought about it there. Good boy. Good boy. I'm gonna go back to tugging. Ready? Good boy. Whoops. Shades, ready? Good boy. There we go. There we go. Good boy. Well done. Okay, high five. Good. So that was a really good demonstration in terms of he did it exactly how I wanted it. That I could work around this piece of equipment without him wanting really to put his feet on. He had a couple muck-ups in there, and that's probably because I was talking and not really paying attention. So yes, be present in the moment. But what you're looking for is, can you move around the equipment without them gravitating towards it? I'm going to bring out my puppy now and show you the difference between her and puppy Shades. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm back with my puppy Keeper here, and I'm going to tell you this is going to go very, very differently because she loves the equipment. She loves the things. She is going to be a dog in agility that is very obstacle focused. Not that she doesn't love me and not that we don't have a good working relationship, but she likes to go and do the things. She's very independent, loves to do the things, and values those sometimes more than some of the stuff that we're working on. So this is something that we're constantly working through. Shades and Keeper are very, very different dogs. So we're going to do the same thing with her here. I'm going to pull her off and I'm going to see, okay, what does she go towards first? I can almost guarantee you she's going to run towards this equipment. It is very hard for her not to look at the equipment and choose to work with me instead. But we work through this and it's getting better and better because we practice this every single session. So she's starting to realize that, oh, I don't get to play on that stuff unless I'm really hanging out with my mom and paying attention to what she wants, okay? So I'm not going to start super close to the equipment because if I was to release her off the bed and stand here and ask for a sit, I guarantee you she's getting on top of this, right? So I'm going to create some distance and then I'm going to slowly move my way closer to this bone while still making sure that she wants to pay attention to me. Keep a break. Good. Good. Sit. Well done. Good. Start. Good. Sit. Good. Wait. Good. Break. So there you go. Right off the bat, she wants to go to that equipment. So I need to make sure that I'm working a little bit further away right now because I know she's going to gravitate towards there. Start. Good. Sit. Good girl. Waiting. Keeper. Left. Good. Right. Good. Sit. Well done. Start. Sit. Good girl. So again, working nice and far away from this right now. Keeper. Good. I'm going to see if we can sort of walk around this bone, making sure that she's not cutting me off, that she's paying attention to me. Good girl. Well done. So this is really good for her. She's super engaged. We're going to come the other way. Good girl. So high rate of reinforcement here. I'm just giving her a lot of value for hanging out with me. Good girl. Well done. Keeper. Left. Oops, where's your left? I know. Come here, kid. Good. Oops, Keeper. Good. Left. So now she's starting to get really high. We're going to come back on the bed. Just get her to calm for a second. Keeper. Good. Start. Good girl. Good girl. So I'm not even going to touch the equipment yet until I know that she has just come down a little bit and can actually think through what she's experiencing right now. Good girl. With me. Good. With me. Yes. Good. Good girl. So lots of rewarding. Well done. So she's doing really good here. So I'm going to tell her, pause up. Yes. Pause up. Good. Well done. We're going to do a little side step in here. Good girl. Good girl. Good. And now we're going to disengage. Get it? Keeper. So again, wanted to go back there. She still has so much value for this bone right now. Start. Good. Well done. Well done. Airplane games coming in because again, I want her to think right now. And she's just very excited. Oh, drop, get it. Good girl. Start. Yes. Good girl. 18. Good girl. Keeper. Yes. Left. Good. Left. Good. Right. Good. Right. See, so that was a lot harder. Did you guys notice that? Start. It was a lot harder for her to go to the right because as she turned out, it was like, okay, I got the bone straight in front of me or I can come back to me. That was really challenging for her. Wait. Good girl. Keeper. Good. With me. Well done. Good job. Sit. Good. So again, just working on some engagement here without her even worrying about the equipment. Okay? I just want her to hang out and really pay attention to what I'm saying. Good girl. Right, with me. Good girl. Well done. Keeper. Sit. Good. Start. off of it. It's not just a free-for-all. Okay, break, pause up. Good girl. Come on, this way. Pause up. Yes, good girl. You sit. Good. Sit. Good. Stand. Yeah, good job, kid. Good. Break. Hit it. Keeper. Good. So that time she actually didn't go back on the equipment, which was great. Good girl. With me. Yeah. Good. So really good engagement here. Start. Much better than where it was 3 or 4 minutes ago, where she really wanted to gravitate towards this. She's actually waiting, paying attention. She's actually paying attention to what I'm doing, which is fantastic. A little check back there, which is fine, as long as she's staying nice and focused. So again, there's a lot of rate of reinforcement here. I'm feeding her lots because I really want to build up the value for me, not for the equipment. Keep her. Oh, yeah. Try again. Start. Sit. Good. And we will go through this back and forth game, but I won't start going through any actual specific conditioning with her until I have her head a little bit more in check. Because right now she is just so excited about this moment. We're getting better and better, but we still have to work through this. But as you know, warm-up is so important. So I always stress the warm-up because physically it benefits the dogs, get their body prepped for physically what we're about to ask of them, but it also gets the mind in check, which is so important. Try this again. Good girl. Keep. Good girl. Sit. Oops. So a little bit too close. Sit. Good. Keep her. Good. Start. Good girl. Keep her. Good. Left. Good. Well done. Keep. Good. Start. Good. So getting her to really pay attention and focus on me. So I really want everybody on here to think about this when you're running your canine conditioning sessions. How are you starting? Are they focused? Are they not focused? If they're not focused, can you disengage them from the equipment? If you can't, you need to work on that. And if you can, fabulous. Now you're starting to get their focus up. Now you can start going into canine conditioning, okay? So give that a try. Let me know how it goes. Happy training.